So, do you want to come inside? I mean, I know it's only our first date, and it's early.
Early's good for me.
But we need to talk first about us.
Us?
About what I'm looking for in terms of commitment. I just found out I'm only going to be flying international flights, so I'm not going to be in town as much. You know, that just changes what I want, what I need.
Meaning?
All I really want to do is have a good time. You know, being totally wild when we're together. But otherwise, no attachments, no responsibilities. Is that okay?
I think I can handle that.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
What is that?
I'm hoping nothing.
Cool. What's that?
Take the car and get out of here.
What's going on?
Just get somewhere safe. Bad night.
Open the cash register now, bitch.
Don't think so.
The marks on the dead guy O'Malley found match a bunch of other dead guys we were already looking at. So we're definitely looking at link activity.
Victims. Sean, not dead guys.
Oh, I didn't mean to be insensitive or whatever. So, we're looking at a dozen dead guy victims over the last month. All in their 20s, all dressed like they were looking to get lucky.
And wound up anything but.
Guy I found looked like something had sucked the life out of him.
We quarantined the bodies to do our own forensics, which show the victims had all of their bodily fluids removed. The only thing left behind was a neurotoxin, similar to the one black widow spiders use.
So the link we're looking for uses the toxin to paralyze its victims.
While it defluidizes them. The victims were all killed somewhere else and then dumped. And all their bodies were covered with tiny little bumps, but they were just surface marks. See, the worst part is, I'm telling you, this is so gross.
Come on, Sean. Biologists deal with gross stuff all the time.
Oh, real biologist.
Hey, I'm 3 credits away from my master's, and I thought what we were talking about here is what happened to these guys. See, the way the poison was introduced, and the way that the fluids were sucked out, was through the belly button. Man. Ugh.
It was pretty dark on Friday night. I wasn't able to get much of an idea on this thing. But we know we're looking for something human-shaped that can scale a wall like a spider. It was tall, thin, maybe had short, dark hair. Other than that, well, we're nowhere.
Benson, O'Malley. We have a lead. The regular PD have arrested a suspect in the murder of one of the male victims.
So they got the link we're looking for?
No, they arrested a woman whose date was murdered by the link in question last week.
Bodily fluid sucked out, etc.
And why'd they arrest this woman?
Because in her statement, she said her date was abducted by a man-sized, insect-like creature.
Oh, right. Now, of course, they think she's crazy and murdered all the men.
Fortunate for us, Benson, Now we have a witness we can interview.
Where do they have her?
Her name is Alice Chadmore. She's been transferred to County General Psych Ward.
The loony bin.
Yes! Yes!
What are you doing?
Research.
Yeah.
Really? These games all have common mythological elements that relate to my work with Lynx.
Put the shovel away, Sean. I'm not one of the suits. What's the deal with the game?
It's an online tournament that I'm playing with people from all over the world. I've just reached the finals. I've been working my way up to it for a whole year.
A whole year? Get out of here.
You think it's so easy? You give it a try.
Bring it on.
So Alice Chadmore just moved here a couple weeks ago from Michigan. She just met the victim that night at a club. Speaking of dates, sounds like your Friday night didn't turn out too well.
Finding a dead guy will do it every time.
I just take a couple guesses.
Do I have a choice?
Somewhere between your first, but no more than your third date with her. And she does something for a living that makes her unavailable a lot of the time. She's a dancer, or a nurse, or a...
Flight attendant.
There you go. Want to know how I knew all that?
I'm actually trying to participate in this conversation as little as possible.
You're afraid of relationships. That's why you don't go for normal women. Only the ones you can't truly be intimate with.
I just haven't met anyone right yet.
Friday night, what was her name?
Shandy,
Thank you.
we're here to see Alice Chadmore.
Well, law enforcement's been interviewing her all week, but I guess that's what happens when you tell people a giant spider killed your date. She's homicidal, schizophrenic, beginning and end of story.
Well, does she seem otherwise rational?
She does, but that's rather unimpressive otherwise.
Well, she check with the authorities in Michigan. Maybe she has a history of prior mental illness.
No, she doesn't. This seems to be adult onset. That said, I'm making sure she spends the rest of her life locked up. What else can I say?
Sure you'll figure something out.
Alice Chadmore murdered and somehow drained a man. Still trying to figure that out. And now she has detached herself from her crime by inventing an elaborate monster scenario. I'm sorry, but if you expect to find out anything else, you wasted your trip.
Well, I would still like to talk to her.
As you like. Our tax dollars hard at work.
You know what I think's really crazy? Someone so sure they're right when they're not.
I got bigger problems than what you think of me, detective.
Actually, better hope not. Alice? I'm Detective Benson. This is Detective O'Malley. We'd like you to go through what happened again.
Every time I do, it just gets me in deeper. What's the point?
Help us and we'll do what we can to help you.
If that's possible.
It is.
We read your statement, and we know that the assailant attacked Roger as he was walking you home, and that you got a good but not great look at it.
I remember seeing its eyes. Black, dead eyes. What looked like fangs. And its legs were like...
Like a spider's?
Yeah. But come on, even I think it sounds crazy. I mean, do you actually believe me?
We believe you saw something. And that you're not a murderer. How's that?
It's the best news I've heard since I left Michigan. Just wish I never had.
I don't blame you.
Well, did you see anything or anyone unusual before the attack?
No. The streets were pretty empty, which is why I asked Roger to walk me home from the club. That's all he was doing. We just met.
Well, what about at the club, the Blue Martini?
Nothing. Except there was this woman that tried to pick up Roger as we were leaving. She came on so strong. And when she saw us leaving together, she was pissed. She grabbed my arm, and I remember thinking it felt strange, but whatever.
Could you describe this woman?
She was really beautiful. Tall, thin, short, dark hair. You don't think she had anything to do with what happened later?
If you think of anything else about that night, give us a call.
Yeah, I'll just ask my best friend, Dr. Handel, for his cell phone.
Use this. Press the button and we get paged.
Never seen anything quite like this before. Who are you? Unless taking me seriously is just a trick.
I know it's hard, but don't give up hope.
Well, today was interesting with Alice Chadmore.
It'll be more interesting if what she told us actually helps us nail this thing.
No, I meant I'm not used to seeing displays of actual empathy.
Alice is getting tagged for a murder she didn't do.
Well, like a lot of suspects we meet. But most of them don't look like Alice. The weird thing is, she seems kind of normal for you.
You're right. Now that you point that out, I'm completely uninterested.
So, you think there's any chance Alice is tall, thin woman with short, dark hair isn't the tall, thin link with short, dark hair you chased down the alley?
Not much, but we'll get the Blue Martini surveillance tapes and find out.
We don't even know if the club makes surveillance tapes.
Yeah, we do. Because the Blue Martini Club is owned by a guy. The only reason a guy owns a club is to be around hot, flossy babes.
Hot, flossy babes.
Well, that's just what a club owner would call them. I'm getting into character.
Oh, right.
And if he's got all these hot, flossy babes around dancing, he's gonna put them on tape and pretend it's for security.
But you don't actually think like that. You're just getting into the mind of the club owner.
Of course.
So we could just walk up and ask the club owner for the tapes.
But he'll deny they exist because it's sleazy.
Which at least you're admitting.
So we go with our next best option. We'll make that our third or fourth best option.
Insulting me is not going to put me in a cooperative mood. Now, if you don't mind, I'm in the middle of a good part.
Carl knows the Blue Martini Club, right?
Never heard of it before in my life.
All right, assuming these surveillance tapes exist, we need you to get the ones from 5 days ago.
Sorry. There's no way I can get inside without someone noticing.
How about the same way you've been sneaking inside when you steal things out of the coat room?
We'll wait out here.
Can I finish my coffee?
I'm not releasing a patient into police custody without a signed court order, period.
Look, whatever, whoever killed Alice's date wants to make sure there's no witnesses, so she's no longer safe here.
It is the rest of us that aren't safe from Alice Chadmore.
Look, you don't even know what happened in there.
How can I? You have the place quarantined. I've never even heard of that kind of police procedure.
Now, here's the deal. You're signing Alice into our custody, and you're doing it now.
Have you been listening?
Yeah. And I hear someone who likes having power over people's lives more than actually finding out the truth. Someone who's more dangerous than their patients.
There is nothing that you can say that is going to make me change my mind.
Oh, I was finished talking.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, he would very much dare.
Got a pen?
Thanks for the coffee, the clothes, saving my life, getting me out of there. Let me know if there's anything I missed.
I know I'm supposed to say it's my job. But it really is my job. I'm protecting my witness.
Meaning you believe me? You saw what came after me last night.
We can't confirm what you saw. We know something was chasing you. We need to find out what and stop it.
So you still think I may be completely out of my mind?
I know you're not.
You're being mysterious.
Try not to think about it.
I'm thinking about Roger. He died because he was nice enough to walk me home.
We'll find out who killed Roger. And the rest of the victims, that's a promise.
I won't bring him back.
No. But it's what cops owe the dead. It's how we honor their memory.
Is this really all gonna work out?
You'll just have to trust me.
I don't usually work that way.
Neither do I, so we're even. Most important thing is you'll be safe here until I get back. So, you okay?
Hey, I left Michigan because I wanted some excitement. Nick? Thanks.
Oh, I locked up the knives.
Very funny.
Think she'll be okay?
Uh-huh.
What?
Well, she's our only witness. And I agree it made sense to take her out of County General, but there are other places to put her in protective custody than in your apartment.
Where, like a maximum security cell at city jail?
Guarded by her own people, yeah.
Then she goes from bad to worse. She's been through a lot. At least this way we can keep our eye on her.
And that's the real reason.
So, first I'm incapable of getting emotionally involved, and now you're worried that I am?
No, I'm not worried. I'm just pointing it out. Well, Captain Page hasn't handed you your head yet. Dr. Handel hasn't made a formal complaint with the commissioner's office.
Well, the captain already got the call and decided my approach wasn't out of line.
Oh, yeah.
The Blue Martini, 1 a.m. and the night in question. I looked at the tapes from all the cameras and finally found our friend and her date at the bar. Hello, Alice. Now we're looking for the tall, thin woman with short, dark hair who hit on Roger.
Hold it. Go back. Right there in the leather miniskirt,
Carl, she's got long red hair.
which I seriously dig.
Page.
There.
You think she or it is the thing you were chasing in the alley?
I only saw that thing from behind, but she's the right height. Hair looks right, too.
Check this out.
Like the markings of a black widow.
We'll get a blow-up of her at all the clubs, find out where she's been and when.
From that, we'll figure out a pattern, maybe predict where she's going to be tonight.
O'Malley!
I'll let you deal with this. You know what to say.
Actually, pulling a gun on Dr. Handel's a new one on me.
O'Malley!
Hook up with you later.
Oh, great, thanks.
You can tell a lot about someone from their CD collection.
What does mine say?
Well, I wasn't expecting to see anything you'd hear at Lilith Fair.
And you never will.
Talk about variations on a theme. Rap rock, hard rock.
Well, because it's a really good theme.
There's hope for you, though.
Uh-oh.
I found a few things that aren't completely loud and angry.
Well, someone must have broken in and put them there.
Do you always get to go undercover dressed like that?
Thank God, no.
You look nice.
I look like someone I'd enjoy arresting.
About the guy we're playing, except that he's the best. No one's ever survived a death match with him past the first minute. Damn, he got me. That's okay. My overall high score will still be better than his at the end of the tournament. What are you doing?
Surviving the death match? Past the first minute?
Oh, he must have been distracted from playing us with at the same time.
Hold on, I didn't hear what you said. Too busy. Beating him. What's wrong?
Something real bad's wrong is what's wrong. You did not just do that!
Relax, you still have a better overall high score, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna beat your high score, not when I just started playing. I mean, that's impossible.
You're right.
Hey, you know what would really help your game out? If we played for stakes.
You mean money?
Just a couple $100.
I don't know.
Unless you think that you're not going to have the high score at the end of the tournament.
Done.
Gotta go.
Hey, Carl. Chickening out already?
Benson and O'Malley need me to do a job. And then after that, I have a date with Destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah, she works a midnight to 3 shift at Girls, Girls, Girls.
Hey, can I buy you a drink?
No, thanks.
No?
Well, I just finished my 4th club. So far, no spider lady. No thanks. So where are you?
Just got to my 3rd. Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing over the music.
Yeah, I think you're having trouble paying attention. Anything?
A couple of girls who wanted to dance. A few others seemed interested in who I am as a person.
Yeah, great. Well, at least I learned one thing tonight. You wear a short enough skirt, you can basically get in anywhere. No, thanks.
You want me to talk to any of these guys? Just say the word.
No, just stay out of sight. Keep your eyes open.
With this parade of hot flossy babes, not a problem.
Hot floss? Never mind.
Let me ask you a question.
Shoot.
Since joining Special Unit 2, ever take a step back and realize I'm out here on a stakeout with a gnome? That is kind of ridiculous?
Sometimes, yeah. Why do you ask?
Because that's how I feel, being on a stakeout with a human.
Thanks, Carl.
I'm saying, it's all relative.
Yeah, I got your point. Close the window.
Hold on, I think I got her. Looks like she's picking her prey.
Want to dance?
Sorry. Really, really sorry.
Okay, give me the word and I'm on my way.
I'm getting closer. I'm gonna take her.
Wait, what if she recognizes you? People might get hurt.
That would be a bonus for O'Malley.
Relax, I've done this before.
What, arrested a Lincoln public or massacred one of a crowded club?
Ready or not, here I come. False alarm. Ready to go? And now I got her, heading out of the club with a guy.
You sure?
Oh yeah, I'm following them out.
You should check this out.
Later, Carl. Here I come.
No, you really should check this out.
Nick, we got a problem. She just walked up to the club here.
No, that's not possible. This is definitely her.
And there's 2 of them. And God knows how many more. She just picked up someone in line outside the club. They're getting in his car. I think she's giving him directions.
Mine's still walking with the guy, moving into a residential area.
But we can't take them down until we know where they're taking their victims. We're on the move, heading west. See the way she picked up that guy? It looked like she didn't say anything to him.
Just body language.
She barely even nodded.
Then just body.
You're heading to Wrigleyville. Turn it on to Arden.
And I'm on Arden, 1652, Big Victorian. The house looks abandoned. She's trying to get him to come inside.
Well, hopefully he's not that stupid.
He's a guy. Hold on, this may be it. Just be smart and get out of here.
Get your hands off me. Who the hell are you?
Police. Now do it.
And since when's it illegal to meet a girl at a club? For all I know, you could be her ex or something.
Say thank you.
For what?
Me saving your life.
we come.
Mine's inside. Let's take this one.
Freeze!
Get down!
Let's do it.
No body heat. No one in here's alive.
Nothing human. How many to go?
At least the one I saw go in before. Let's get out of here.
What's that?
Red ammo.
How many times have you used red ammo before?
Just once on an apartment building.
An apartment building?
Back up, it's on a 3-second delay.
Red ammo kicked ass.
What are you two so happy about?
Well, we just saved some guy's life, killed some vicious murdering links, and blew up something big. I'd call that a pretty good night. Would you get back in the car?
Try asking nicely.
Please get back in the car or I'll beat you senseless.
We wouldn't want you to break a sweat now, would we?
That house was definitely their nest. We found the corpses of 8 of these things. And 8 individual web structures, meaning you got them all. Well done.
Notice you didn't look at me for that compliment.
That's correct, O'Malley. This particular colony was based in New York and escaped just as our sister agency there was about to destroy them.
In other words, we did New York's job for them.
And you can point that out at the next Special Unit National Convention.
There's no conventions. That's a joke. Right?
You're catching on, Benson. So New York confirmed we wiped out the entire colony. Case closed.
And what are we doing with Alice Chadmore?
The woman who you violated 11 distinct rules of conduct over.
12.
Well, I thought about doing nothing to make a point of your behavior with Dr. Handel. But that would be punishing the wrong person. We couldn't have cracked this without her. All charges will be dropped against Alice Chadmore. And you will take a 5-day suspension without pay.
Yes, sir.
Dismiss.
You okay?
Well, fair's fair. Give me a chance to take a little vacation. Maybe head out of town for the weekend.
With Alice Chadmore?
Well, I thought I'd ask. As long as it's not too soon after everything that happened.
No, you should go for it. Well, she seems strong and together, and you're her knight in shining armor. Or something.
If I was beautiful like you, all the things I would do, those not so blessed.
It's cold. I figured in case you worked through dinner.
I don't know what to say. No one's ever made me dinner.
You're kidding.
Good news, you're a free woman. The DA's dropping all the charges.
Really? Oh my God, how?
He proved he didn't do it.
I don't know how to thank you. Do you think dinner can wait a while?
Oh, yeah. Unless you're hungry.
Don't worry about me.
This is not possible. We're not beating my high score.
Watch. While you are completely and absolutely whooped.
You cheated.
In a video game? Oh, what rhymes with sore loser? Nothing.
Oh, hard at work?
Hey, I'm not exactly a paid employee.
Oh, really? I thought your compensation was us not throwing you in a cell downstairs for a never-ending list of crimes.
So you have a point.
Hey, I'm done with my work. I went through all the research the New York guy sent us on these things. Pretty amazing. You have a minute?
Actually, I have plans, so...
The black widow-like markings on these things indicate some kind of direct cross between insect and human genetic pools at some point.
Interesting. It's a first date, so I don't want to be late.
Hey, there aren't too many historical traces of these things because they're such efficient killers and so good at camouflaging themselves as human. Now, New York thinks that there are colonies of these things all over the country. Los Angeles and Detroit for sure.
Have a really good night, Sean.
Right. Thanks.
Ready for another?
Oh, yeah. Start weaving because Daddy's coming home.
Where I cannot see so clear. I said, what do I know? Show me the right way to go.
So, can you tell me what happened tonight?
Just that we got the murderer. Everything worked out.
That's all you can say? I can respect that. Just so I can sleep at night. I need to know if you found what killed Roger. What came after me.
I promise. We took care of any possible threat to you.
You got everyone.
Yes.
You said you got the murderers. I just assumed that meant that there was more than one.
I can't say anymore.
I understand. Just needed to know the neighborhood's safe.
So, no more thinking about moving back to Michigan?
Oh, no. We had to get out of there.
Is that right?
New York, Los Angeles, Detroit.
We're very competitive. Different families could never live in the same city. So I came ahead to clear the way. But I could have never done it without you. Let's try that again.
Hey, Alex! You made me late for my date, bitch.
I thought I finally found someone normal.
So we ran Alice's picture, tracked down her sisters en route from Detroit.
Good.
You know, I could finish that report if you want.
No, I got it.
Look, I'm sorry about Alice. Please don't deny it's bothering you.
I'm just pissed I didn't see it. I mean, Alice using us to get rid of the other family, Alice setting me up.
Oh, right, so there's nothing emotional here. You're not sad because you liked her, because you thought she might be something real.
Nope.
Right, you're just a killing machine. Upset because one of these things almost nailed us.
You got it.
Okay. I'll see you at the afternoon briefing.